Hello everyone, Spectre here back at it with our Marvel Content Channel video. Today we're going over another buff concept, and this time we're doing Rhino because one of my commenters on the Lady Deadpool video asked for Rhino, and so I'm going to deliver. And it was actually so hard to not make him Juggernaut. And as always, these are purely fan-made, are not official, leak, real, etc. This was just fun. And so yeah, let's get into it. So Rhino, for always active. Rhino's thick polymer hide renders him immune to physical resistance reduction. Also, Rhino cannot be bled unless suffering from an armor break. So the only way to bleed him is you have to have the armor break on there prior to the bleed. Also, I did a little research and I figured out that Rhino was actually exposed to gamma, and that's why he's so big and muscly. So I decided, give him the poison immunity. All the other Hulks who are, got exposed to gamma, they're immune to poison, so might as well make Rhino immune to poison as well. So long exposure to gamma radiation resulted in Alexei being immune to all known poison in the battle realm. So yeah, right off the bat, he's got some solid immunities. He's going to be very suicide friendly, and when struck with the opponent's first medium or first light attack, Rhino gains a thick polymer passive, increasing armor rating by +X and critical resistance by +X. So he is, off the bat, he is just going to be a tank. He is immune to physical resistance reduction, and then just hitting him makes him get even stronger. This might have to be on a cooldown or at a limit, because it'd be a little too busted. I probably should add a limit or a cap or something there. Anyway, dash attack. So one thing Rhino's known for is his dash attack. He's unstoppable, he's charging, and I wanted that to be a key part of his kit. His dash, his Rhino charge is so important to his identity, and I think, as you can see, what I did here is I made it his main source of ramping up. So Rhino's first medium is a dash attack and gains an unstoppable passive when dashing forward or backwards. So not only is he going to be unstoppable when he dashes forward, but he's also going to be unstoppable dashing backwards. So it might help him, not get caught by some special attacks. Like, you probably dash, get clipped once, and then you can block or something like that. So he could be real safe on offense if you get hit by a special attack while dashing backwards, like you failed Dex or something like that. Also, Rhino gains Rhino charges when dashing based on travel distance. Max stack at 25. Rhino gains +X attack rating for each Rhino charge on him. So, as you can see, you're just going to be ramping up, gaining these Rhino charges, and this is how you're really going to build up your damage. And also, dash attacks do not consume Rhino charges. So for basic hits, all medium and light attacks are unblockable. This goes on cooldown for X seconds whenever Rhino would break his opponent's block. So right now, Rhino's unblockable is a little RNG related. It's very annoying. You never know what's going to happen. So to make it a little bit more consistent and actually a little bit more annoying, the first attack is always going to be unblockable, and then it goes on cooldown. So you really want to make sure you have an unstoppable counter, or you're just really not going to be able to take this guy out without getting hit by a combo first, which could usually be death or it could be life or death. So Rhino is definitely a much stronger defender here with a lot of burst damage, as you will see later. Also, when breaking the opponent's block, inflict them with 3 armor breaks, reducing armor rating by -X, and deal a burst of direct damage based on +50% of modified attack rating. Basic attacks consume 3 Rhino charges and deal a burst of physical damage based on modified attack rating. So you see here, when it comes to, just hitting the opponent, it's all about, getting your Rhino charges just to deal all that burst damage. But now let's get into the juicy stuff and how you really can ramp up and really see some results with Rhino. The heavy attack. So heavy attacks consume 5 Rhino charges, and you gain a cruelty passive for X seconds, increasing crit damage rating by +X. Rhino also inflicts the opponent with a pummel debuff for X seconds. Pummel debuffs reduce crit chance and crit damage rate by -X and removes the ability to Dex. So, like I said, Rhino is going to continue to be a defensive nightmare, which I know is not what we want to see in the contest right now. It seems like every month we're getting the 10 out of 10 defender. You really need a small handful of 3 champions to counter them, but I don't know. I got a little carried away, not gonna lie. And so anyway, yeah. So that's the heavy attack, pretty strong, you know, very crucial if you want to get some big yellow numbers. You kind of just like spam that in the corner and spend your Rhino charges. And then the special one, this attack is unblockable. If the opponent is struck, inflict them with a pummel debuff for X seconds. If the opponent, or if this attack breaks the opponent's block, inflict them with a stun debuff for X seconds. Alright, the special 2. Rhino gains unstoppable and unblockable passive for the duration of this attack. Rhino also consumes 5 Rhino charges upon activation. Each hit deals a burst of physical damage based on 200% of his modified attack rate. So this is the big damage special attack right here. You want to build up as many Rhino charges as you can, so that modified attack rating can be more and more and more. So you can really deal big bursts of that physical damage. And the first hit of the special attack refreshes all debuffs on the opponent, which is going to be important when we get to the special 3. So the special 3 just takes Rhino from here to all the way up here. So Rhino cannot activate his special 3 unless he has 25 Rhino charges. Rhino can always activate the special 3 on defense, however. Rhino consumes all charges to inflict the opponent with a massive physical vulnerability debuff for X seconds. And like I said, it can be refreshed with the special 2. And this is how basically you want to just start the fight with the special 3, unless it's like a shorter fight in which you can pretty much go special 2 spam. But if it's like a longer, bigger fight, special 3, keep that physical vulnerability on there, and that 200% will feel more like 300%. Like the burst damage will be insane with the physical vulnerability. Plus all the cruelties, all of the Rhino charges giving you extra attack rating. Like he is gonna hit hard. Rhino also gains a Rhinoceros buff, increasing Rhino charge gain by plus 50%. Now for the Awakened ability, Rhino Armor. Attacks landed by Rhino or the opponent while he is unstoppable generates more power in Rhino by plus X to X%. So that is also really going to help you get to that special 2 much faster to refresh that physical vulnerability, so it's less stressful and you're not so reliant on a very aggressive AI. If you have a max sig, I can see it increasing the combat power rate by like probably plus 50% increased combat power rate, or maybe just plus 25. I don't know how crazy it's going to be, because really your only unstoppable attack is like your dash attack. So you might want to just keep going like boom, back, boom, back, boom, back, boom, back to like get as much power as possible. You keep backdraft intercepting with a special attack. But yeah, that's Rhino. Very simple, but he has a lot going on here. He's definitely going to be a night round defense. You want that slow counter or that unstoppable counter, and he's just going to deal so much burst damage. But yeah, that is Rhino. Very simple man. He just wants to run and destroy walls. Yeah. But yeah, that's Rhino. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know what other champions you want to see me come with concepts for in the comments below. And goodbye.